But I believe that it's much better and you will become a fine artist. You already know how to draw and paint, like me. You already know how to read and write. And you have very good talent. I am going to present your artwork in woodline. This way you can see how the other half of the world lives.
What other path?
Poets, artists, and playwrights, they look at the world differently. And they look at the world differently than your Aunt Agnes.
What's wrong with Aunt Agnes?
Well, she doesn't think like us.
But I love Aunt Agnes and her friend Mrs. O'Leary. They always make cookies and Irish soda bread for us on St. Patrick's Day.
Well, all they do is spending time about a world they don't understand. They're like two old washerwomen who can't see their own noses.
But I love Aunt Agnes.
Oh, I can't believe
I'm going 100 miles from New York City. I'm going 100 miles from New York City. A place where my father goes. He says it's stranger than Greenwich Village or even so. I'm going 100 miles from New York City. I'm going 100 miles from New York City. My father wants me to see the countryside, draw the world as we travel, right, right, right. He calls it Woodstock, 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 a place where you can truly be yourself. People who remove all their inhibitions and truly unmask themselves. I'm going 100 miles from New York City. I'm going 100 miles from New York City. I'm going to Woodstock. You were right, Father. Woodstock was such a fantastic experience, and it led to my being accepted at 2 art academies in Paris. Paris is so beautiful, and I've met a young man who truly loves me. He's in my art class. His name is Isamu Noguchi. Father? Father, I can't hear you. We're getting cut off again.
I don't think your father likes me.
Oh, he'll love you, you know, once you've shown him your artwork.
Life is very hard for any artist. You can struggle your entire life and live in a cold attic and die before you ever know. I'm worried about that for us.
Look, whatever happens to us, we'll be friends, good friends. And if I make it before you, I will get you work.
And if I become rich and famous, we will be rich and famous together.
Then we have an understanding. That's how we will live our lives.
So what happens if our plans don't work out?
Something will work out for us.
When you going back home to New York?
Next week, our classes end. I've been here for 2 years. I want to spend the summer back in Woodstock. In the artist community. Let's go there together.
I don't have money to go back and forth to the United States.
But I do. I sold some of my artwork and
How do we get back to France after Woodstock?
the same way. Sell my artwork.
But I don't want to live off you, Marion. I want to be my own man, be able to support myself and you as well.
But don't you know it's better to live freely instead of settling down in one place with
One person?
Don't be upset. You know I love you. And we've talked about this so many times before. Look, we will always love each other and help each other, but I don't want to marry anyone. I'm married to myself and my work. Oh, Samu, it's been so long since we last talked. I hope you received my letters. I've missed you since we finished art school and are living apart. I'm hitchhiking to Mexico with a friend. I want to start painting murals. I do miss you, Samu. I mean, you were my first love, but Mexico City is drawing me in. And when you're young and fancy-free, you want to experience everything the world has to offer. Please, don't be hurt. I mean, you knew how I was, even before we got started.
Who's the man who's going to help you?
His name is Diego Rivera. He's the director in charge of all the artists who paint murals. And he's becoming very well known, not just for murals, but with abstract and cubist concepts as well. It should be lots of fun and the chance of a lifetime to be taken under his wing.
Would he help me as well?
I'll put in a good word for you.
Thank you. Work has been very hard to get. I struggle very hard to meet the right people, but I keep hitting dead ends.
Oh, don't be so hard on yourself. I mean, look how many people are talented, but never get the chance to see their artwork, or act, or sing and become famous, you know? It's part fate, luck, and chance. You have to keep going and never quit.
But Marion, you are a woman. You just can smile and the world melts around you. But I'm a man, and it's not that different. It's not that simple.
I believe you will be famous, and you and your name will always be respected and remembered.
Thank you. That's why I fell in love with you a long time ago. Even thought it was your choice to end the affair, not mine. Thank you for all your letters and phone calls. You let me down very easy.
I didn't want to get married and have children. I wanted to be me. I needed my freedom to create.
It was wishful thinking on my part, Marion.
Goodbye, Samu.
Goodbye, Marion.
My brother Walter Greenwood has brought down this family, letting Marion run out of high school and travel all around the world. She could get raped or killed.
I agree. A single woman traveling alone all over the world, it's too risky.
And there's always someone more talented, and women are rarely given any credit.
Well, I did see this review of Marion's art in the newspaper.
Well, one little piece of fame doesn't mean you've struck oil.
Aren't you proud of her, even just a little?
Oh, my brother and his wife were fools giving Marion money for art school. Marion and her sister Grace should get married to the milkman or a clerk on Wall Street. Or Joe, son's Pete, okay? He makes parts for cars. They should be thinking about getting married. They should be learning how to bake apple pies and sew lace curtains and do the wash. That's a woman's role in society. It's absurd, I tell you. It's absurd. It's absurd to think she's one of us. The nerve of her using our family name. It's absurd to think that Marion believes in free love. To be a bohemian. It's outrageous to think that Marion can fall in love like that. It's shameful. It's disgraceful. Us Greenwoods never did anything like that. Paris, Mexico. Will she ever come to her senses and be like us? And be like us? Oh dear Lord, these two women, especially Marion. We will never be the same. Never. It's absurd. Oh, murals and frescoes in Mexico City, social realism, and Diego Rivera with that little monkey on his back. None of our side of the family wants anything to do with these two women. But Grace has come to her senses. She wrote me a letter. She told me she doesn't want to be around all these crazy artists.
Well, Marion is ahead of her time.
Is that all you can say?
It's true.
Well, we are a hard-working Irish family. We have worked very hard for the clothes on our back, the roof over our head, and the good Lord has given us strength to get through. And my brother, he throws away my niece like some dice on a back street alley. He thinks it's like winning a trophy or a pot of gold. And if she's not having an affair under the Eiffel Tower with some starving artist.
Well, Marion sent me a picture of herself with Diego Rivera. He had a funny little monkey on his back.
A monkey? Well, who winds up in the Bronx Zoo?
You're just too old-fashioned.
How dare you say that to me?
It's true. You don't understand that the world is changing.
Well, I live by old family values. Not this fly-by-night lifestyle.
Agnes, old boy, you've got to change. It's not good for your peace or health or peace of mind to stay angry at Marion or Walter. They have a right to live their lives and you yours.
I can't even go to church without them talking about me.
Well, I'd rather hear people talking than being dead so I can't listen.
Oh, Mary, I thought you and I were very good friends. But lately, I'm not sure of you or my whole family.
Miss Jade Smith.
Oh,
My name is Marion Greenwood. I'm looking for an agent, somebody who can help me sell my artwork.
Oh, I see your work and a write-up in the newspaper. Let me see your newest sketches, please.
I've just come back from Mexico. I just love it there. The weather's so nice, even though I'm used to the cold in Brooklyn.
Oh, I was once young like you, right off to Hollywood, California. Thought I was going to be a movie star. Came right back to New York City, realizing that art was my forte. Buying and selling to the upper class.
Diego Rivera gave me your name, and he told me that you could help me.
Oh, your work does have promise. But you need to travel more and gain more experience.
Then you don't like my style?
I didn't say that.
But you said my work has promise. Only promise? I thought you would review my artwork.
I am reviewing your work, and I am very impressed. The world needs art in every home, and that's where you're headed.
Do you think people will buy my artwork? I mean, I know how to make lithographs. I could sell them all over the country.
Miss Greenwood, when you sell a painting, you sell your soul and your spirit to the buyer. That's where I come in. You need to be seen. You need exposure. It's the story behind the painting.
I love to observe the world and all its people, of all ages and cultures.
Well, there's this Isamanu. Yes, that's his name. Isamanu Noguchi. He's climbing the social ladders of Martha Draper's grand dance company. He's building theatrical sets. The only problem with him is the national security advisors are investigating his political profile. Oh, there's so much unrest between Japan and Europe that he's become a person of interest to the United States government.
But Miss Smith, what does my friendships with other artists have to do with my work?
Miss Greenwood, I am a businesswoman, and I like making money. And I like helping those that help me secure the social status that I'm accustomed to. Now, in the art world, you'll meet many men. Writers, doctors, lawyers, the list goes on and on and on.
But Miss Smith, I want my art to stand on its own. I don't want to depend on my male artist friends for fame.
I'm only thinking of harmless angles to keep the money flowing in both directions.
So you are asking me to exploit my friendships to what? To become famous?
No, dear girl. But Miss Greenwood, remember, opportunity comes in many forms, not always in charcoals, oils, or pastels. At that rate, welcome to the inner circles. Your work is fabulous, darling, just fabulous. And I, personally, will hold a one show on your behalf. The rest is up to you, Marion Greenwood. It's all up to you.
For the last few months, we've been traveling the same social circles, but we've never chatted before. You know, I've seen you at several of my art exhibits and at cocktail parties around town.
My name's Charles Fenn. I've seen a lot of artists in the scene since I've been stationed in New York. I didn't want to interrupt you while you were doing business, but this seemed like a good time. You seem like you finished doing your business.
Oh, okay. Do you paint?
No, I write. I write stories about the people I meet, the places I visit, the scenes I've seen. I'm an adventurer, I'm a traveler.
Oh. And do you also work for the government?
Yes, I'm a Marine. I work in intelligence.
And what is your position in the government?
I'm a Marine. I travel all across the world in intelligence.
You make yourself sound like a secret agent or like a spy for the White House.
No. I'm serious. I was born in London, but I'm a citizen of both America and Britain. I work in both worlds. I travel the world. And you're an artist. You travel too.
Would you like to go to dinner?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes. Would you like to go to dinner?
Where?
You tell me.
Surprise me.
I know this great place in Sheepshead Bay. It has lobster and the best clam chowder I've ever tasted.
I haven't gone to dinner with a friend for a while. I've been too busy painting, trying to sell my artwork.
Okay.
I'll be ready within the hour.
I'll be right back.
I enjoyed passing the time with you, Mr. Fenn.
Call me Charles. There's no reason to be formal. I hear there might be another war. Hitler's causing some problems.
Do you really think it will happen?
Well, Hitler has a way of stirring up trouble, and now Japan's on his side. Doesn't look good for the Americans or the British. And I'm maybe traveling to China. You're an artist. You travel.
We both live out of our suitcases.
I open my leather bag, look down at my airline tag, dream about all my adventures, some of them hidden, secret pleasures. I open my old valise, look down at my trousers with a crease, take my passport and smile. Say, hey, I'm traveling to China for a while.
Need to keep painting, rearranging, something new to discover. Beautiful faces, exotic places.
I'm not a novice myself. Took too many tricks off the shelf. Not looking for a nun in the cloister. Maybe a girl who likes oysters.
My frescoes and murals are all behind me. The Far East and Asia entice me. Something new, exciting. Shanghai, Hong Kong, Peking. We open our letters and all these releases as well.
We dream
About
about
all our adventures. Some of them hidden, secret pleasures. Traveling along, singing together. The traveler's
Girl, I just received a telegram from Western Union that the United States government has just declared war on on Germany. And you have been selected as the only woman war correspondent to take wounded soldiers at English General Hospital, Atlantic City.
But, Miss Smith,
But Miss Smith, what? It's your patriotic duty. When Uncle Sam calls, you must drop everything. Not only for the United States government, but for our allies as well. To maintain freedom and liberty for all.
but Miss Smith, I don't know what to say.
Oh, you ran off to Mexico City as a young girl, painting murals 8 to 12 hours a day, alone, with hostility from the university students. You see the oppression of the poor peasants against the rich Mexican landowners. Now, you've been selected to paint wounded soldiers in a hospital.
But Miss Smith, I don't know what to do.
Well, you better go home and start packing, girl.
But I have to meet Charles at 6 p.m. for dinner.
Oh, I will be in the art gallery until your date arrives.
Goodbye, Miss Smith. And thank you for all you've done for me.
Oh, Marion, I'll pray for you between my martinis. Keep fighting the good fight for freedom and country
that word. Germany's bombed England. I've been thinking about this for quite some time. I have a surprise for you. Close your eyes. Give me your hand.
I don't know what to say.
Marry me, Marion. Let's go down to City Hall and get a marriage license. And when I come back, we'll have a great big Irish wedding.
Yes, Charles, yes.
I'm awarding you the Bronze Star for bravery in saving many soldiers' lives. Be proud of your heroism. The next assignment will be with General Giroux. He has many ties in foreign lands, from India to Cambodia to Burma. He knows the underworld and all the rats that crawl beneath it. Listen to him intently. He's a very strong and loyal ally. Just remember, Captain Fenn, for your own protection, the more you know, the more you pretend you don't know. That's the game of working for the OSS.
When do I meet General Giroux?
I'll arrange a meeting in a location that only I know within 24 hours. Time is of the essence. The more lives we save, the more chance we have of winning this God-forsaken war.
Captain Fenn, General Drew sent me in his place. Here are your orders. Destroy them as soon as possible.
Thank you. It's just a little espionage, like passing salt across the table. It's just a little who says what, like passing a bowl of rice at a party and eating hearty. It's just a clandestine meeting, a greeting, a word or two, that can save a nation, a man, or a village, or destroy all with the wave of a hand. The world of spying, the world of secret vows and promises. What's going on here? What's going on there? Picking up a phone on an open line, listening and eavesdropping to the sound of a dime. Knowledge before it happens, being God and devil at once, making quick decisions with a precision. That's what we do. We do it best. We can save an army, a nation, a country. Our lives are lived in the shadows, but we are the ones who can see through the darkness. I need a favor.
I knew you want to help little Sue. She's been a devoted and trustworthy spy. She will travel safely out of the war zone through Hong Kong and work as a clerk in one of our embassies in Europe. I have also arranged for your wife to come to China to be by your side. I know you do love her. She'll be here in 2 weeks. Little Sue will be gone by then.
I've missed you so much. I've gotten orders. I'm going to be deployed to China.
How long?
2 years. You can come with me. You'll be able to set up shop like you did in Greenwich Village, Woodstock, Soho. You can see a world you've never seen before.
What's wrong, Charles? You seem like, I don't know, I just feel like something is bothering you.
There's this girl. I see her outside window on the balcony as she peddles her wares all during the day.
What does she have to do with us? She's a stranger. I mean, did you want me to go paint her portrait? Well, she's not there now. You become so still, Charles. So much is on your mind.
It's this war. All the machine gun and explosion, my nerves. I'm not just getting used to it.
Oh, Charles, come here.
Did you do this?
Yeah. A young street urchin was begging for money and another boy was carrying a shoulder yoke. Charles! What's this?
Well, it's probably the hotel bill. I don't want to interrupt. We're having such a good time. I'll handle it later. No? As a matter of fact, I'll take care of it now. I'll go see the bell clerk right now. I don't want to lose this great hotel room.
Darling, take your time. I'll spend the rest of my time painting.
I have urgent news. The Red Army will be invading China in just a few months. Where should I leave you a message in case I get more information?
I want you to leave a message in my mailbox before noon.
But what if it gets into the wrong hands?
Just do as I say. Don't slip it under the door. Leave it in the mailbox. I will pick it up when I go there at noon.
Yes, Captain, I do understand your situation.
Thank you.
Where were you? I thought you said you'd be right back. It's past dinner time. I already finished drawing Sandpan Girl and did a quick sketch of a street vendor in a wedding boat. It's odd for you to come back so late.
I had to go to the order room. I had to see the commander. It was urgent.
You do have a big problem being a Marine.
Marion, you're a war bride. You're tough. You can do anything.
Who is she, Charles?
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know why you feel so threatened.
How many women, Charles? How many? 1, 2, 3. Answer me, damn it, answer me.
Don't go. Stay. Paint. You'll never have this opportunity again.
I didn't plan on an open marriage. It was a marriage even though we never...
No. Please forgive me my indiscretion. It will never, ever happen again. If you can find it in your heart to forgive me, I will be your best husband by your side, my wife.
I want a divorce!
No. No. Please stay. Stay with me here in Hong Kong. I need you, Marion.
The dream was being your wife. The dream was being with a man that was faithful. That was the dream, Charles.
We could be happy again.
I always loved you when you
since we separated.
It's time I moved on with my life. My anger and bitterness have resolved itself to understanding you're a very complex man.
I know what you're talking about. Please forgive me, Marion. I was wrong. I hurt you. I'm only a man. You've turned to bitterness and hurt because of my indiscretion. Please find in your heart to find a place for me, and I will be the best husband by your side.
It's time we parted.
Well, if that's what you want to do, I'll contact your agent, and we'll send all your artwork by boat to the New York Harbor, and I will go there as well. Marion, I started an import-export business here in Hong Kong. The money's coming in hand over fist. I need you, Marion. Can you please stay?
Charles, you'll find yourself. You always do. You have a flair for people. Look, I will leave in the summer, and by then, Jade will receive my artwork.
Thank you, Marion.
I'll find another love someday in the valleys or fields which I will paint. The wind will blow my hair and sorrow will leave no care. I'll find another love someday in the exotic land of the forgotten. The China seas will make me try to forget. I'll be shared when we were one. I'll find another love someday to hold my hands and embrace me, making me feel the joys of heavenly bliss, which I miss. I'll find another love someday, not knowing the hour or when, but till that moment, I'll always remember you were mine. But till that moment, I'll always remember you were mine.
Darling, I'm so sorry your marriage didn't work out with Charles, but at least you had a grand experience painting in the Orient.
I thought Charles and I were very much in love, but his nature got the better of him.
Oh, dear girl, stop crying now.
Charles and I are filing for divorce. I already contacted a lawyer, but Charles wrote me a letter begging for my forgiveness. He wants a reconciliation. He's now been offered another assignment for the U.S. government.
He was too much an adventure for you, traveling here, there, and everywhere.
I really loved him.
Oh, you should have done what you did before. Love them and leave them. And keep that hot, fiery passion for your artwork. Oh, well. I'm so sorry, my love, you broke your heart. But it will take time. Time
Marion sent me a postcard from Tennessee. She's now painting a mural of Mississippi life. Jazz musicians on a riverboat, folks dancing to fiddle music. It's beautiful. She sent me a photo and a brief letter about her 28 mural characters.
I received a postcard from Marion out of the clear blue. Now she's in Haiti. She's painting a wide range of people. Dear Lord, this voodoo stuff, the rituals, the invocation, prayer. Also, she's been seen with a group of people chanting and dancing. I can never understand that.
She lives a very exciting life. The only excitement I get is when Jimmy buys me a new set of clothespins for the wash.
Well, I heard that from a friend that she's been smoking too much, and she's developed a really bad cough, and it's affecting her health.
I hope it passes. Oh, she's traveling to Haiti. I wonder what it'd be like to live on a tropical island. She says she's going to a tropical island, far, far away. Blue skies, open tides, high waves on sandy beaches. She says the island is Haiti, a place of spells and magic. Why would you venture there? It's the spirit of the wind calling you in, calling you in. She says she's gonna see the voodoo man. She only wants to see him dance. Why would a woman take such a chance? Twirling, whirling around and round. She says she's gonna visit an enchanted town. People with baskets on their heads, dangling beads around their necks. She hears the music of the witch doctor, spellbind her in her soul. Where did Marion Greenwood ever really go? We'll never know. We'll never know. We'll never know.
It's strange. I haven't heard from Marion lately. Have you?
She sent me a brief note that she's been very tired, still smoking, but now she's a professor at Syracuse University, and she has 4 graduate students under her. She's now painting a mural as a tribute to women, an international mural of women all around the world. Look, here's a clipping in the Empire newspaper.
Oh, I don't know what to say. I know it was frowned upon her flamboyant lifestyle, but she has really made a name for herself.
She wrote a P.S. I have traveled to Spain and painted gypsies and matadors. Please keep me in your prayers that my health does get better.
Well, they're very short, they're very brief. I'm concerned.
She's getting older and tired and not feeling well. Too much smoking will kill anyone. And if she dies from cancer or emphysema, what would the family do with all of her artwork? She met so many people, but never reached the height of fame that she deserved.
Well, I guess all her portraits will collect dust.
All those etchings and sketchings, hard work and dedication, forgotten.
My brother Tom talked to Marion's father, and he said she doesn't look well. Getting thinner and thinner and thinner, and that endless cough.
I often ask myself, who was Marion Greenwood? We only got glimpses of her life. Pictures woven in time, a mystery to everyone. The face behind the artist.
And I heard she was sent up to Ulster County, the infirmary in Kingston.
Oh, it's starting to snow. It's such a cold February day. The frost on the window pane makes it feel like death.
It makes me so sad. Will my niece make it to another spring?
Only the dear Lord above knows.
Marion, you dream of a faraway place. It could be somewhere in sunny Spain, painting flamingo dancers, gypsies, and matadors.
Marion, my love, you dream of a faraway place. Ocean tides, deep blue skies, palm trees swaying in the wind. It's Haiti. That's where you've been.
I know.
Painting, etching, drawing, placing your life and ideas in lithographs forever marked in time.
I know you kept in contact with me all through the years. I know you thought of me when we were once so young, and embrace us one.
I know that we loved, we hated, we laughed and shared, but through it all,
you dream of faraway places. Soon you will reach your epitaph.
And on your tombstone, we'll always read,
Never forgotten.
always remember, never forgotten.
Never
Once the forgotten artist, my love.
My name is Marion Greenwood. Marion Greenwood is my name. I hang on your living room wall on a cold, rusty nail, summer, winter, and fall. Crowds stare at me where I am. My colors and sketches may catch your